praising our leader. Praise the Lamb!
Praise the Lamb!
Praise the Lamb!
Praise the Lamb!
When I say praise, you say Lamb. Praise the
Lamb!
Praise the
Lamb!
Praise the
Lamb!
Very good. Welcome all. We are gathered here today to witness one of the most sacred of rituals available to us as mortals on this earth. One of commitment and devotion, of hearts offered and vows made. Please rise for the fated couple. Today we are blessed to gather and witness the joining of Jasper and Tanner in unholy matrimony. I am Abby Witherton, a civil servant and disciple of the Lamb, given sanction by all authorities to conduct today's ceremony and guide us through this ritual. The ritual of marriage is one that has transformed over time amongst communities and between individuals. Since the dawning of the first light, we have searched for ways to tie ourselves to one another, to moor in the storm, to light in the dark. Whether through fate or chance, Jasper and Tanner have come forward today to pledge themselves to each other, with all those gathered here to witness this vow. And we would like to acknowledge those who could not be here with us today, whether through distance, time, or the finite nature of mortality. Though they are not here with us in person, they still bear witness to this occasion. Their presence is felt and never forgotten. Love is a rather magical thing. It can flourish in close proximity and across great distances, which was the case for Tanner and Jasper. A mutual friend, unbeknownst to them, set this particular story in motion by introducing them while playing an online game. Jasper saw Tanner's online avatar and couldn't resist reaching out. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. After a few tentative conversations and clearly a mutual interest in the online gaming realm, Tanner and Jasper's friend encouraged Tanner to commission Jasper to develop a bespoke character sheet for Tanner's original character, Winter. While they worked away, the questions Jasper was asking Tanner and the direction Tanner was giving Jasper started to shift outside the scope of the commission. The two started to share their thoughts and opinions on other things, then the happenings of their lives, which eventually deviated so far from commission direction to encompass a little dash of flirting. Over time, they came to understand that they were the perfect fit. Sharing so much in common, from their love of online games to Lego, fishing and their undying love for animals, they had managed to find their person amongst nearly 8 billion people, and despite 14,000 kilometres and a 15-hour time difference. Some things really are just meant to be. They realised things were fairly serious when Tanner raised the flirting bar, drummed up the courage and asked Jasper out, and the two became an official couple. When Tanner came to Australia for the first time, Jasper was surprised to find he was a lot less serious than they had previously thought, discovering that Tanner perfectly matches Jasper's fun-loving, non-serious side, and Tanner perfectly encourages their chaos. When asked, Tanner and Jasper said one of their greatest achievements as a couple was making the decision and shifting Tanner all the way from the United States to live in Australia together. The visa paperwork, organisation and transition into life down under was a quest well won. They have developed a deep understanding of each other, an impeccable synergy and amazing communication. Their aha moment was less of a light bulb and more of a dawn light, gently brightening the world without them realising it. They told me they both, without a doubt, share the feeling of course it's them. Of course I love them. Which brings us to now. While marriage had been on the cards for a little while, they couldn't have expected in their wildest dreams to be getting married here today with the lamb in their wedding party. But fate has a funny way of working its culty magic, so let's begin. Today we will be diving into some ritualistic ancient history. There are many ways to symbolise the joining of two lives, and a lot of the ones we've come to recognise probably came from the ancient cult leaders that came before the lamb. The first we will be performing today is the ring exchange. Can we please have the rings? Now there are a few tales floating about the ring exchange when it comes to weddings. The most common being that ancient Egyptians believed that the fourth finger on the left hand housed a vein that runs straight to the heart. Regardless of the truth behind this, rings are a circle. They are simple and strong, with no beginning or end, to remind us that as we give love, so love comes back around to us. You will now exchange your rings and mark the first stage of the binding.
I don't know what to do.
complete. And we are missing a paw. Returning the paw. One moment, please. Excellent. Good to go. Now we finalise this binding with a particularly beautiful ritual steeped in rich, witchy pagan history, handfasting. The handfasting ceremony has its roots in ancient Celtic tradition and dates as far back as 7000 BC. In ancient Ireland, when two people chose to be married, they were brought together to have a braided cord or ribbon tied around their hands. This act acknowledged the pair's engagement, which typically ran the length of a year. But today we will be performing a handfasting in the way we commonly refer to marriages, tying the knot. Jasper and Tanner are also excited to welcome their guests who have a small piece of ribbon to come and add to the rope as a sign of your support of their union. I will now perform the handfasting, and once I step away, I will invite those of you with your ribbon to come up and add your piece before returning to your seats. Now come up and tie your ribbon.
Thank you.
Because you'd never be welcome at that place.
Win wrong.
serious marriage is. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage according to law in Australia is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. Now, to alleviate any doubts about the nature of the union into which you will enter, that wasn't covered off in chasing your love across countries, that very bland legal definition, or just the general vibes of the day, I'd like to now run through some promises to ensure you both wholeheartedly agree to support, love, and cherish each other and your individual wants and needs. Tanner, do you promise to forever stoke the flames of Jasper's inner chaos and silly side in moments of quiet, times of trouble, and each and every day?
I do.
Jasper, do you vow to leave the strongly food preference Tanner out of your adventuring into wild and expansive culinary delights?
I do, yes.
Tanner, do you promise to love Jasper for their positivity, their empathy and contentment with the beautiful life you have created together?
I do.
And Jasper, do you promise to accept and adore Tanner for his kindness, his charisma, love for all creatures, great and small?
I do.
Wonderful. I think we're in full agreement then. Now, Jasper, repeat after me. I, Jasper Cyclavan,
I, Jasper Cyclavan,
take you, Tanner Newberg, to be my lawful wedded partner. Now, Tanner, repeat after me. I, Tanner Newberg, take you, Jasper Cyclavan, to be my lawful wedded partner. I will now release you from your handfast, tying a knot to symbolise the moment in time as you formally acknowledge and celebrate joining your two halves to make a whole in marriage. Jasper and Tanner over at the lectern down here. All others, I ask that you wait patiently for our return. We have witnessed today the rites of binding between two hearts, and we count ourselves blessed. We have witnessed today a gesture of true devotion, and we count ourselves blessed. Though at times the world seems dark, it is in our nature to mark these moments of clarity and bliss, in which our greatest act of godliness is simply to be together. In this way, we are thrice blessed. It is my great honor as your celebrant that I am authorized to say, Jasper and Tanner, I now pronounce you married. You may smooch your person.
Thank you for joining us for Unholy Matrimony. Invited guests of the couple, we welcome you to stay for cake and celebrations. The second Unholy Matrimony ceremony will be held at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We wish you a wonderful time here at PAX. Praise the Lord.
That was